Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the new NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Full Cover Foundation. So if you would like to see me try this foundation out, give it a wear test, or review it, and all that jazz, then keep on watching. This is what the foundation looks like. It's in this very nice glass bottle. I got mine in the shade Soft Beige. What I liked about this foundation, first off, I got it at Ulta. It was priced at $14.99. What I liked about getting it at Ulta was that I could go try it out, find my true shade match, because guess what? There is 45 shades of this foundation. 45 of this foundation. They are killing it. CoverGirl came out with, I think it was like 40 something shades too, and now NYX came out with it. Like, these high-end foundations need to take notes from these drugstore foundation companies or these drugstore makeup brands, like coming out with like shades that look the same and claiming you have a full shade range. Like, girl, bye. This is, however, another matte foundation. So, of course, for people like me who have oily skin, I'm loving it. I feel like this has been the year of matte foundations. Let's get into the claims and what this foundation is supposed to do, okay? Let's go. So, I'm going to hop on NYX website first. And let's see what they have to say, because I feel like sometimes websites claim more things than others. So NYX is saying that this is a NYX is saying that this is a lightweight, waterproof, and pigmented AF. The new Can't Stop, Won't Stop Full Cover Foundations hustles as hard as you do. The comfy liquid formula comes in 45 flattering tones that don't transfer. Every creamy shade glides on smooth, delivering a matte coverage and color that stays true for up to 24 hours. Now, I will not wear this for 24 hours. I don't ever wear a foundation for 24 hours. Like I said before, I'll give you a good 8 to 10 hour wear test today, and that's as long as it's gonna go. Our little overachiever also works to control shine and mattify your complexion all day long, but it doesn't stop there. This foundation is non-comedogenic. That basically means it won't clog your pores, and suitable for normal oily combination and sensitive skin. So they're actually saying more than just oily skin. If you have normal combination, okay. And now let's see what it is saying on Ulta. It's basically claiming the same thing. This foundation didn't come with, but you could also buy a primer, the Can't Stop, Won't Stop primer. I did not buy that primer. I was just kind of going for the foundation. There is also brushes available to use for this foundation, along with, I believe they came out with a makeup sponge as well. Don't quote me on that. But I just got the foundation. I am going to use a drugstore matte primer, hopefully to kind of make up for not getting the Can't Stop, Won't Stop primer. So if you were looking for a review that was the primer being used with the foundation, then maybe this review might not be for you. This is what the foundation looks like. You get 1 fluid ounce, a typical amount for a foundation, a nice little glass bottle, I think I already said that, and it comes with a pump, which we all know how I feel about a pump. Every foundation needs to have a pump. Quit doing these squeezy tubes. It's just a waste of product. Like I said earlier, I am going to use a matte primer, basically just in my T-zone, because that's where I would typically use a matte primer. So if I had the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop primer, this is exactly what I would do with it. And plus, I am going to Oktoberfest tonight. Not the big Oktoberfest that Cincinnati is known for, but it's a local Oktoberfest. So I'm going to be outside, and it's supposed to be like 90 degrees. So, yes, keep me matte. And then, as usual, I cannot do a makeup look without using my Smashbox Photofinish primer water, so that has to go on. Like I said before, I got the shade Soft Beige. In store, they did have 3 different categories. So you had your undertones, your cool undertones, which was blue, and then your neutral undertones, which I believe was a yellow dot. They came like in 3 dots. And then your warm undertones was a pink dot. So it was blue, yellow, and pink from what I remember, but I have a memory of like an 80-year-old woman, so don't quote me on that. But I did get cool undertone because obviously that's what I am. And they had soft beige, and then they had beige, and I believe the beige was in a neutral undertone. But anyway, go by your undertones when it comes to this foundation. I also forgot to mention that this foundation was in collaboration with a YouTuber named Alissa Ashley. I love her. She has a great personality. Her makeup looks are just so awesome, so amazing, and the bitch can do a wing. If you need to learn to do a wing like I do, like I desperately need to learn how to do a good wing because I suck at wing liner, watch her. She's the shit. She's amazing. She seems like she'd be a big sweetheart, but she collaborated with NYX to come out with this foundation. So congrats to Alissa and to NYX. I'm really thinking this foundation is going to be the shit. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just saying it now. So I think what I want to do is start with 1 pump. That's how much foundation I get with 1 pump. And let's start pouncing it in. Oh yeah, I think this is a great color match. I haven't even blended it down my neck yet. I would say 1 pump gives me a medium coverage. I can still see all of my freckles with 1 pump. So I wouldn't say it's full coverage. I've definitely used a more full coverage foundation, but I don't like a ton of foundation, whereas I know some people do. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do 1 pump on the other side. 1 pump, here we go. And as you can see for yourself, you can still see all my freckles. And it's not super full coverage to where I feel like I got a lot of makeup on. It's very lightweight, and it almost feels like it has set itself. Like, I feel like I already have powder on. I didn't have a ton of time to just sit and pounce and keep going around my face. But honestly, I don't feel like I needed it. Like, for example, with the Fenty Beauty foundation, I felt like I put that on. I had like seconds to pounce it around and try and get it in, and it had already set itself. And with this, it's a little different, but it does set pretty quickly. And the color match is great. It doesn't look cakey. Do I dare do another pump to see if it's buildable? Probably. Let's do this. So I'm doing about a half of a pump, not a full pump, and just kind of going a little bit more just to see if we can build it, if it's buildable a little bit. Okay, so here it is with a little more foundation on, not a lot. I can still see my freckles though, not as much with a little more of that foundation on, but this is about as much as I like to wear. Sometimes I go heavier, sometimes I don't. But if I'm going to be out 90-degree weather, I don't know if I want to put on any more foundation. So let me go ahead and give you a time check like I do in all my review videos. It is 9:36 in the morning. I'm going to do the rest of my makeup off camera. I'm going to try and stick to all drugstore face today just because I am using a drugstore foundation. And I will have everything listed below what I use off camera. And come back in about 3-4 hours and see what's going on with this foundation. So I will be back. I am back and already zoomed in so we can jump into this, but I want to give you a time check first. It is currently 1:49. I look f***ing flawless. Wow. I knew it. I knew it. This foundation is gorgeous. Let me quit moving so you can see for yourself. There's no oil, which, I mean, really there shouldn't be at this point with a mattifying primer and the foundation being mattifying. Nope. It does not look cakey. It's not cracking anywhere. It hasn't settled into my fine lines or wrinkles. I try to just keep my highlight right here on both sides of my cheeks and just the center of my nose Those are the only places I put highlight. I didn't put any on my forehead or my chin. Overall, it is looking bomb. I'm impressed so far. I'm excited to keep wearing this foundation for the rest of the day into the evening with the heat, and now it's raining out, so I'm gonna be putting this foundation to the test, y'all, for real. I really am. I will see you later. All right, so I am back for my final check-in. Let me give you a time check. It is 9:10 at night. So I have had this foundation on over 11 hours. It still looks good. I am not oily. I did do one touch-up before I left around like 5 o'clock. Just in my nose area and a little bit on my chin, just a little bit of powder, because it was so humid and hot and rainy out. I just wanted to make sure that my foundation looked good. It looks so good. I do have a lot of like foundation in my big forehead wrinkle, which if you don't know, I have this huge forehead wrinkle because I'm a very expressive person. So therefore, foundation usually gets right into that wrinkle. That's nothing new for me. So I don't judge foundations based off of it getting into that wrinkle at all whatsoever. Other than that, all I have to say is this foundation is bomb. Let me zoom you out so I can give you my final thoughts. This foundation has owned up to all of its claims. It's matte. It has lasted, well, for me, over 11 hours. I don't know about the 24-hour thing. It looks flawless on my skin. It just looks amazing. I can't say enough good things about this foundation. And I think it's going to be another one of my holy grail foundations. I'm going to get this in more than one shade, that's for sure. The price is a little much, but for me, I did use my Ulta points, so I got $6 off of this foundation. I would suggest that you do so if you want this foundation, because it is so worth it. I mean, I would have paid the $15, but I did have money off, so I figured why not use it. I can't say enough good things about the shade range. That is just amazing in my opinion. For those who have oily skin, you will not be disappointed. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell so that you get all my notifications. And I will see you guys on my next one. Thanks for watching.